Who are you?
I'm Moana.
You're Moana? She's Moana, Daddy.
We know, she's been telling us all week. This is her island.
If you don't push yourself outside your comfort zone, you miss out on what could be.
Little Henry sleeping. Long day of swimming. There's Hobie.
We had a dream to travel to a Pacific island. He's swimming out to the reef, looking for some fish. Logic would send us to a more well-traveled place like Fiji or Hawaii, but we were looking for something more authentic. We were looking for something that was budget-friendly. We were looking for an adventure, and we found it in Samoa.
How's it?
It's warm, and I'm surrounded by fish.
How's your little mermaid?
She's not a mermaid anymore, Daddy. She's been informing us that she's Moana. I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. This is Hallie's Island. It wasn't easy planning a trip to Samoa. It's the road less traveled. There's not a whole lot out there. We pieced things together and thought we had it figured out. We were wrong. We ran into so many bumps along the road, we made some mistakes, and we were so stressed out. Tears were shed by almost all of us, but we pushed through, and now we're having the time of our lives.
We can see fish under here. There's lots of dead coral. And we want to get to which is way over there.
We could have never gotten here had we not put ourselves into the uncomfortable situations. We had a dream, and we figured out how to make it reality. Samoa is so different from anywhere we have ever traveled. It's so authentic and pure. Although tourism is common here, we never felt like we were in a tourist trap. This is our last day at our Fales. We're enjoying it to the fullest and taking advantage of our last moments here. We've almost forgotten about all the trouble we had at the beginning. Everything seemed so perfect. We were in the moment and oblivious to the fact that we would soon be facing our biggest challenge yet. One of the locals gave us some bread. She told us to feed the fish. She even told Chris he could put it in his mouth and the fish would eat it.
Have you done that?
Like when I was
Okay. I will go first, huh?
but just a little bit. Oh, you want a longer piece? So try longer, and then if it doesn't work, that's you can have that. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Well, Chris is a little scary looking, and there were no takers. Here is our beach Fale. We'll take you in for a little tour. Very basic. You got mattresses on the floor, mosquito nets, and then you can see here in the back, there's all these tarps around, so if it's raining or you want some privacy or if it's too windy, you can pull those down. But very nice. We get to wake up to this beautiful view and then go play in the sand in the water. Wait for breakfast to be cooked for us. Not a bad deal at all. Our plan was to head to the island of Savaii tomorrow. There's a car ferry that will take you over. The plan was to buy tickets at the wharf. After talking to other travelers, we learned that we should buy tickets ahead of time in town. This called for an unplanned trip back into Apia. It actually worked out to take some time to drive into Apia. It started raining, and it rained hard. gushing water down the sides of the street. It was pretty crazy seeing all the water gushing down the streets. It really made us wonder what it was like during the rainy season here. Somehow, we always manage to get McDonald's when we travel. How's your McDonald's, Toby? How's your McDonald's in Samoa?
It's the same as in the United States. Although the fries are less salty.
Oh. After a stop at McDonald's, we were on our way to pick up the tickets. Unfortunately, the office wasn't open. Some locals told us that we would be fine tomorrow just showing up at the wharf. We made the most of our time back in Apia and checked out some markets. We then headed back to our falaise for dinner and our final night. Dinner on Saturday was an extra special dinner. All the meals have been great, but they really went all out for this one. We were really excited they had another show today.
Feel free, feel relaxed, and sit back and enjoy the show.
We really love cultural shows. They are so much fun to watch, and they do such a great job. It's so neat for the villages to be able to share a piece of their culture with us. Our first show was a group from a nearby village. Today, we have a new group from a different village. I love how the people of Samoa support each other. They even gave us a chance to get involved and go up and dance again. Hallie loved it. The fire dancing was amazing. We were completely mesmerized. The boys were all smiles and so excited they got to dance again. Chris was thrilled he got to show off his dance moves again. He's thinking he may have a future as a Samoan dancer. This is the final morning before leaving the falaise. It was the calm before the storm. The calm before we were faced with a big decision. We didn't know what was to come and how much it was going to impact us. You learn through your travels, and we were soon to face a huge lesson. After breakfast, we headed to church. Sundays are a very sacred day in Samoa, and Samoans are very strong in their faith. We were happy to be able to join them and see what church is like in Samoa. We just spent our last night at the Taufua Beach Falaise. It was a super fun stay, amazing beach, especially at low tide. It was like really calm. High tide waves are in, but it's kind of fun to play in the waves too. This morning we went to church, and that was a fun experience. We couldn't really understand anything that was going on, but I think it's still neat to listen to the hymns, and so that was cool. And now we are heading to the giant clam sanctuary, and then hopefully to the wharf to catch the ferry. I don't know how the ferry thing's going to work out. You're supposed to book your tickets ahead of time in Apia. We went to Apia to book our tickets, but they weren't open. And then they said that we could buy them at the wharf, but then other people are telling us we can't buy them at the wharf. But we can buy it and be foot passengers, just not take the car. And if we have to do that, that'll be interesting. So I don't really know what to expect. We don't even have lodging for tonight. We went to the visitor center and they told us that we can just show up and find a place. So fingers crossed that everything will work out, but it probably won't work out as planned, but we're just going to have to be flexible.
The clam sanctuary was closed. Most things are closed on Sundays in Samoa. We ended up stopping by a pond that may have turtles in it. We didn't see any turtles, but it was a fun spot to check out. Well, we made it to the wharf and they had one ticket left to take a car across. But we couldn't get a return ticket. They said we would have to buy one over there. We asked if there would be tickets left for tomorrow and they didn't know, nor were they able to find out. We didn't know what to do. Our flight was the next day. We weren't sure if we should take the risk of not being able to get back. It was a big decision. Do we play it safe and just stay here? Or do we stick with our plans and go to the other island and hope for the best? You choose how our story ends. Do you think we should stay on the main island and not risk missing our flight? Or do you think we should live life to the fullest, stick with our plans, and hope everything will work out? Pick a video below to choose how our story ends.